and the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Here it is Sunday, and you know what that means. It's time for weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, United States Postal Service, FedEx, and of course that old outlaw, that cagey outlaw up the road, that old friend of the channel, Waylon Jennings, and we take a look at everything that came through the door this week, and we'll get to that in the back half as we usually do. But a gangbusters week this week, a very, very busy week this week on the channel, as it is every single week. But this week, on the road to Dynamite, we'll talk about all that in a second here. But first, let's get some of the stuff out of the way. Let's talk about the Patreon giveaway, plus the Rita Repulsa giveaway we've been doing here on the channel. First off, Patreon, of course, October, the month we're in right now, we do have a giveaway going on. It is the Andre the Giant Ultimate Edition. This is the October giveaway. So if you want to get this, check out the old Patreon, all the details over there. So Andre, the giveaway for October. And then we did do a giveaway here, and we're going to announce the winner today. Super 7 Ultimate Edition, Rita Repulsa, of course, Power Ranger fame. Good brother of the channel, Jack DeFranco, is the winner of the Rita Repulsa. I'll get this out to him. Of course, he followed the rules over there on Twitter, reposted all that, and subscribed to the brand new YouTube channel, Kyle Peterson 2.0. So if you haven't subscribed to that, make sure you do. We got a lot of content over there. We got a weekly toy hunt, Turtle Tuesday every single Tuesday, a weekly top 5 list that is non-wrestling related over there, plus other unboxings, and then eventual live streams will be on that channel as well. So a lot going on the second channel, and even more going on the channel you're watching right now. Make sure you do subscribe to both of those. It is truly appreciated, as you guys know it. But let's recap the week. And this week, yes, it's true, I was at AEW Dynamite. A lot of you eagle-eyed viewers out there send me a lot of pictures and stuff and social media. Always appreciated people spotting me in a crowd. But right there, front row center there for AEW Dynamite down in Kansas City, technically Independence, with good friend, great friend of the channel, Jeff George. And we've had Jeff, we've talked about him. He's been in some videos, and he was in the figure hunt video yesterday or 2 days ago on the channel. Check out that video if you did miss the figure hunt. But major shout out to Jeff George, pulling it all together. And Jeff, what a trooper there, went with me. He flew in to my house from Detroit. We hung out. We went out to dinner. We did all kinds of stuff. He even got to see my kids, and he made it through surviving L&M, and we've all seen them before. Went out, did figure hunting. We went for a road trip to Kansas City to see AEW. He's not even that huge of a wrestling fan, but man, talk about a trooper, talk about it. Jeff George, good brother number one. We had a lot of fun down there in Kansas City. We got stories we can't even tell you about. That's the thing. Some dangerous stories. Who knows? But a lot of fun stuff. Check out the figure hunt. You can see some of the AEW stuff there. Right up front, right close to the action. Got to see my boy Luchasaurus right there close. Oh, Luchasaurus didn't quite pull out the victory at the end, but it was good to get some time with Luchasaurus, even talk to us, as you'll see in that figure hunt video. Very cool. And Jeff was living the dream. He might be a wrestling fan going forward. We'll see if he'll come to some other shows. We got a WWE show right around the corner. There you go, Jeff. You can come on out to that one if you want to there. But also good thanks to good brother Chris Jericho. We got to throw him in there as well. Jeff and Chris, very good friends, and that's how we got the tickets there. So very, very fun, very cool week. A week I'll never forget, living that pantry life and all the kind of other stuff you saw on the channel this week if you checked out some of the shorts and things. But once again, kudos and thank you to good brother, good friend of the channel, old Jeff George, for quite the week. I think I slept about 7 hours this week, if you can believe that. Not a lot of sleep this week. No rest for the wicked, Ozzy Osbourne style, is what went on this week. And I also, for those watching on social media or following along on social media, did you see my thumb that I cut off? Can you believe that? How many unboxings have we done on the channel here with these scissors? And I think that's the problem. I know these scissors. I can throw them around. I know how these work. It was some foreign scissors I usually don't deal with. And I was cutting a toy for Emma, and I wasn't paying attention, cut right through, and bam, cut the tip of my finger off. Blood spraying everywhere, blood everywhere. Thankfully, no stitches. I don't think I needed stitches. I don't know, but Man, War Wound. War Wound. We always joke about it here on the channel. Unfortunately, it wasn't on camera. If it would have been, there would have been blood everywhere. I've been slipping in it and stuff. It was just spraying blood. It was wild. It was a wild time. But that went on this week, too. So that was a lot of fun to have that bandaged and taped up and all that kind of fun stuff as well. So there it is. Quite the week this week. Quite the recap. Check out the videos. More to come in the future. Hopefully some more cool stuff in the future as well. Just the tip of the iceberg of some of the fun here on the channel the rest of the year. Still a lot of surprises to come that I think you guys will like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow along. All that kind of fun stuff. How about a little recap of the week that was here on both YouTube channels? What did we get down to? What did we unbox? Well, we unboxed the brand new X-Men 97 Marvel Legends wave, and we also ranked that entire wave. Check out those. My boy, the greatest leader in the absolute universe, the galaxy, Tiger Force Flint. Oh my gosh, we unboxed that on the channel. Check out that review. Samoa Joe, Old Little Hands Joe, we unboxed him this week. Of course, the Target exclusive. Hook Danhausen 2-pack, of course, the Amazon exclusive. Takahashi Retro, a bit of a sleeper if you're a New Japan fan. Ringside collectible exclusive there, Takahashi. We did Edge Top 10 in honor of Adam Copeland, his first match in AEW, which we were there for. We were there. Edge's Top 10. We finally did that in honor of 34,000 subscribers. Getting close to 35,000 subscribers. We'll have to think the next Top 10 list. We'll see on that. Did our weekly Jack's Classic Superstars video on the channel this week. Rock Ultimate Edition, and once again a Target exclusive. Unboxed the Selfie Series. Yes, an interesting one. The Hasbro Selfie Series figure of me. A very interesting figure. Not sure if they quite got the look. I did go with the sunglasses because I feel like something's lost in translation with the eyes. That is one thing. I did get a couple of questions. Can the sunglasses come off? No, they can't move around. There's no eyes. There's nothing under behind there. So take that for what it's worth there. But an interesting one. Check out the Selfie Series video if you want to see a little bit more about that one. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Once again, my dad came over here. We unboxed the creature. There's a few other videos from my dad, of 3 or 4, I think, that are up on Patreon that have been up there for a while. Probably have those around October. I got a lot of horror-themed unboxings to do as we close out the month, and a lot of stuff you'll see today in weekly purchases. But my dad came over. We did the black and white Creature from the Black Lagoon this week. And then, of course, the AEW Dynamite figure hunt. Check out that video. A lot of fun stuff in that video. A lot of crazy stuff. And found some stuff out there on the hunt, which was pretty fun. It's always a good day when you're finding stuff out there on the hunt. Then the second channel, Kyle Peterson 2.0. Make sure you go over there. Weekly figure hunt. I got out the old magnifying glass. Was hot on the hunt in that video. Top 5 Merman figures of all time. Check out that one. We also did Turtle Tuesday, Leonardo, Super 7 Ultimate. Every single Tuesday, we're doing a different Super 7 Ultimate Ninja Turtle. Finally getting to that backlog of figures I have here. That should probably take us at least a year plus worth of videos. So check out that if you want to. The Atomic Skull Superman DC McFarlane Toys 2-pack. We also did some DC Superpowers, a couple of videos over there of those ones. Vampire Green Lantern and Black Lightning, brand new DC McFarlane figures. We unboxed those over there as well. And then Basics Big E and Finn Balor, we unboxed those as well over on the channel. And then a little guest appearance by my wife as well, possibly on the channel. So check out all those videos, Kyle Peterson 2.0. You're going to see today we got a lot of content to get to. I'm going to be a busy guy this weekend filming a lot of unboxings as I got to try to get ahead, as I will be traveling next week as well. Next week is the Kane County Toy Show. I will be out there in Chicago. So we'll see what happens, see what we can find out on the hunt there. But I'm going to have to get ahead on some videos because I'll be gone next weekend. So, oh boy, no rest for the wicked. Once again, like a young Ozzy Osbourne. So there it is. So that was the week that was on the channel. So next up, we got to get down to it. We got to get down to the question of the week. All right, it's time for the question of the week. And if you want to be the question of the week, in this very video, put a comment down below of what you want the question to be, and you might be lucky enough to be picked. But this week, it goes to Cody Christensen, 4934. He has the question of the week this week, and it's one I was actually just thinking about the other day. Somebody asked me this question in person, and I answered that. And it's funny this was posted, so I said I'm going to do the same thing. But it said, any bands or performers you regret never seeing live? And there was 3 that came to the top of the house for me. There's plenty more, though. There's plenty of the all-time greats. I mean, you'd say the Beatles, things like that. But a lot of these, unfortunately, I was not alive for. I couldn't have saw them in their prime. It just wasn't possible. But some of the ones in my fandom history that I just missed out on barely, some no chance of it ever happening, some still a little chance maybe. But I put 3 in here. One, the first one always comes to my mind is the band Rush. Always loved Rush. Have loved Rush for a long time. of course, they toured many a times, and I had a lot of opportunities. They never came to the state I was in, but they came close. And for whatever reason, one reason or another, maybe I was too young, maybe I was in school, maybe I had a test, maybe I had to work, whatever reason I couldn't get away. And I had an opportunity to get away to see them maybe the tour before their last tour, and you never know when these bands are going to be done touring. I had an opportunity, however, it was the same night as the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame where Terry Funk was going to be there. And I said, Rush is going, Terry Funk's closer. I went with the Terry Funk, so that's what I did. I can't say I regret that. At the same time, really regret never seeing Rush. And then I had a business meeting another time where I couldn't make it to it. And then, of course, Rush is no more, as we do know. So Rush is a big one, but the two other ones, Waylon Jennings, kind of on the back end of his career. Obviously, he died. Never got a chance to see Waylon, but I would have loved to see Waylon at least one time. Would have been pretty cool. And then one that's still going a little bit, but time is ticking. I got to find a chance to do it. It is the rock group, the Scorpions. The Scorpions is one of the last rock groups I think I've never seen. I've seen all of them for the most part. All the ones I want to see, I should say. But the Scorpions is one that has eluded me for many years. I'm almost tempted to go to like a Vegas residency. They were doing that for a while. But hopefully I can see the Scorpions at least one time. I don't know if it'll quite be what it once was, but at least I could say I went. So that is one I would really like to see. So fingers crossed that happens. And that is the question of the week. So if you guys got a question, put it in the comments down below, and maybe we'll get to it next week. But now we got to get down to it. Let's get down to the weekly purchases. All right, let's get down to it. Let's get down to the weekly purchases. Let's kick it off. We got a little bit of a mixed bag. Looks about 2 rounds of weekly purchases this week, so we'll see what we got going on. But let's kick it off hot with Target. Target Blue Cage Legends ring. This is hitting Targets all over the place. Saw quite a few of these on the road this week. I did pick this one up. Still not sure what I'm going to do with it. I got the old school classic blue large size ring I still haven't really put together. So I don't know why I really needed this one. I may put this for my WWE Superstars figures. A lot of people doing that. It's a pretty good scale, pretty good representation. I may end up going that route. We'll see. But I did pick this Legends ring up this week. Like I said, hit your Target stores right now. Be on the lookout. Now, from Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. A lot of stuff coming to Ringside right now. WWE Survivor Series set. There's the old Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels himself. We got old Kevin Owens. There he is. Kevin Owens looking good right there. A really good looking Charlotte Flair. I'm interested to get this one out of the package. We've got Charlotte Flair in the set. There's that one. And then the final piece of the puzzle, of course, British Bulldog Build-A-Figure. Jerry the King Lawler. Oh, man, this is a good-looking figure as well. So these did come from Ringside this week. Ringside shipping a lot of stuff. I think a 105 is coming out. I think Royal Rumble is coming out. Should have a lot of wrestling unboxings. Probably one of these a day for about 2 weeks, the way it's looking. So a lot of content coming to the channel. Both channels, really, at the end of the day. And the hits keep on coming. We did unbox this one this week on the channel, but I did actually order 2 of these. So I have 2. So this is my mint on card one, I guess. It's old Danhausen and Hook. Dare I say Hookhausen? Right there, we got Hook and Danhausen looking really good. And of course, you guys know me. When I find my spare time, I like to curl up with a good book. Grab me some dogs, grab me the couch, and I'll read a book. The last real world champion, Ric Flair. I'm a little behind in my book, though. I haven't started that Dory Funk Jr. book I got about a month ago, but I did get this Ric Flair book this week. You guys know me, big Flair fan, so I'll have to dive in, see what all the fuss is about with that one. And then, of course, we got Chase. Yes, you heard me right. Chase, Hulk Hogan, WWE Superstars. If you saw the short on my channel or social media, check out that video. But I did get Blue. And, of course, an interesting one, Blue being the Chase. But, man, Walmart, what are we doing with our razor blades? The other one here, they cut all the way through the figure. So, of course, it's in a case, and they're just going through, cutting them out. Super, super deep, man. Be a professional. I opened boxes for many years working at grocery stores and working in the business, of course, as they say, and opening boxes. You got to have a gentle cut, a gentle slice. Know your razor blade. Be one with your razor blade. That's what I'm going to ask Walmart to do. Luckily, this is going to be an opener, though, so it's not too big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. So there you go right there. I did get this one via Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below, as we always do say. I got Chun-Li. So the Street Fighter continues. I'm all out on the Storm ones. I'm all in on the Jada ones, Jado ones, as of right now at least. But Chun-Li through the door this week. How about that? Had to pick up this one. Playing a little long game. Going to get a second one in the future. It is Toonie Terrors we got Captain Spaulding, old Sid Haig, an all-time favorite of mine. Love House of a Thousand Corpses, love Devil's Rejects. Three from Hell? Ugh, I don't know about that. That's a story for another day. But I did get Captain Spaulding this week. Had to get that one there. The slow piece together of the Marvel Knights wave, I did get I almost said Luke Perry. I got Luke Perry, the 90210 Marvel Legend. But I got Luke Cage, old Power Man, from Amazon. But oh my gosh, just absolutely destroyed and crushed packaging. What are we doing, Amazon? But I did get Luke Cage this week. One I'm looking forward to. So we'll be unboxing those on the channel eventually. Stay tuned. Then, good friends of the channel, Entertainment Earth, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Well, last Friday, they had one hot off the truck. What was it? The Red Ranger. How convenient for me. You guys saw that Red Ranger unboxing on Kyle. Was it on this channel, the other channel? It gets fuzzy sometimes, but we did unbox this on the channel, the remastered version, and I was pretty ticked off and it didn't come with the human head. Well, here we are here. We got the old Austin St. John head with this one. So I'm going to grab that for this, and I guess I got a spare Red Ranger hanging around there. But this was hot off the truck at Entertainment Earth. Saved 10% as I always do. That worked out really good for me, so I did get that one there. Hits keep on coming. Figure Obscura from the Mythic Legions, the Four Horsemen crew. Those are probably my favorite thing the Four Horsemen does. They got a lot of good Cosmic Legions, Mythic Legions, but there's something special about these ones. And of course, being the spooky season, being Halloween, we got the Mask of the Red Death. So I got this one through the door. Very excited to unbox this one, see what all the fuss is about. And I'm sure there's some fuss on this one. There's always fuss about that Edgar Allan Poe, I think, at the end of the day. But we got all that, and then I did get these on Amazon, 4-step display risers. Working on some new displays, working on some things, actually getting dangerously close to my new collector's video. We put that out around Christmas, I think, last year. I'll probably film it sometime 1st of November, and I'm getting some new setups on some things I've been working on, finally getting around to doing it. So we'll probably have that up, and we'll have it up for Patreon members maybe a month early, something like that, like we did last year. Give you guys the first peek at all that fun stuff. But a lot of fun stuff coming to that video, so stay tuned. But I did get this riser. I did get this 4-step display riser from old Amazon. Here's another one right there. So I got 2 sets of those. How about that? So there it is, round 1 of weekly purchases. Now we turn our attention to round number 2. All right, let's finish up weekly purchases with round number 2. In round number 2, we're going to kick off with a little DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys. Batman the Animated Series. I'm a sucker at the end of the day. I did pick up Batman. I shouldn't say pick up. I ordered them online. They did come in the mail, but I got Batman right here. Gotta have Mr. Freeze, looking good. And then I did get Robin. So, of course, Scarecrow delayed. There it is, Robin. I did come across Scarecrow. I almost said Scarecrow in the wild. I passed on it. Then, of course, I check, and my Scarecrow did get delayed at Target. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? But got 3 of the 4. I guess that's not bad. But we'll see what happens. I was never a huge Batman animated series guy. I saw it a few times, but when I was going to school, it was on at a weird time. I couldn't ever watch full episodes, so I didn't get to see it as much as I like to. It's on the long game list to watch one of these days. But as a kid, my dad and I collected the figures from the movie, or I should say the animated series, and we collected the villains specifically, and occasional Batman and Robin, but pretty much the villains. And there's just something very nostalgic. I kind of get the same feeling I get with Masters Universe Classics back in the day. Something a little nostalgic about it. Same thing, I get the same feeling with these. So very strange. We'll see where this line does go. We'll see. But it is Target exclusive, I believe, as of this time. And speaking of Target exclusive, Scarecrow. He's just coming up all things Scarecrow. We did get the Jokerized edition. I guess I'm all in on these. I did buy the ring and this, and I ended up getting the, what was it, $10 off last week when they had that deal going, so that kind of pushed me over the trigger on this one. But I did get this one to complete that Bane, and I guess I should say I got this one to complete the Bane. You saw me find this on the toy hunt this week. We get the Two-Face Joker edition there. So throwing things around, that's the way it goes. But that's what we got from McFarlane this week. Looking pretty good right there. And then Amazon coming in hot, got to get a deal. I bought my first ever Silverhawk Super 7 Ultimate. $30 for old Windhammer right here. Picked him up, not exactly sure what I'm doing with the Silverhawks line. Working my way through that line very, very slowly. Got to get a deal out there, but I'd like to do the Silverhawks unboxings. Maybe that's a 2.0 unboxing. We'll see. I'm also looking at maybe doing gargoyle unboxings over on the 2.0 channel. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But Windhammer through the door. Got to get a deal at the end of the day. I'm hoping some of these Silverhawks drop really dramatically in price come the holiday season, maybe the Entertainment Earth, things like that. As I would like to dabble in those, I just got to get a deal. Got to get a deal. You know how it is. You can't get everything. Can't get everything. But one thing I did get, an all-time favorite, one of my favorite childhood toys. What is old is new again. What is old is re-released again. Jabba the Hutt Black Series. Wish it really came with the whole setup. Halfway there, I guess. But very cool. Jabba the Hutt, one of my all-time favorites. Absolutely love this. Can't wait to unbox this one. I was very smart as I sold my old version when this one was announced. So I got some of my money back to pay for this one. You guys know how it does. That's what you got to do sometimes. You see a new upgrade coming. Okay, I'm going to sell my old one, get the money, use that money to buy the new one. And that's exactly what I did right there. Found this one in the hunt video as well. Very hard to find for a little bit. Everybody got their orders canceled, and then bam, Sunman and his team threw up all over Targets in the Midwest. And I think I saw about 10 of these out on the road this week. But Sunman back again. The final 3-pack from the Sunman crew. Got that through the door. We'll do an unboxing on that as we always do. And that's it. We got one more. We got one big one. Was at my local GameStop. Picked it up at GameStop. It is the Batman pack. All the movie Batman. 6 of them here. Just missing Adam West, if you ask me. But we did get the Batman pack here. What am I doing with my life? Not sure why I bought this exactly. Good friend of the channel, once again, Jeff George. Peer pressure is a heck of a thing. He was like, you need to get this. You need to get this. I said, all right. I'll get it. Worst case scenario, I can sell it, get my money back if I needed to. But I did pick it up. Better late than never. Better safe than sorry, you may say, with this Batman pack here. But an interesting one. A very, very cool idea. There's no doubt about it. Just got to figure out where the heck I'm going to put it. That's the thing I got to figure out. But a very fun one here. And a very fun week for weekly purchases. And a very fun week here on the channel. So there it is. That's my weekly purchases this week. What did you find this week? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know how your week went. There you go. Let's chat. Let's talk about it. But put that in the comments. Of course, what was your favorite pickup this week? Also, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. Make sure you're following both channels, as I always do say. You don't want to miss a video, really, at the end of the day. You don't want to miss anything. And don't forget to put a comment down below for your entry into the question of the week next week. So we could do that as well. Don't forget about the Patreon, early access to this video and all the other videos from both channels over on the Patreon, and truly the best way to support the channel and all the content. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media. Sir Paul64 on the X, and of course Instagram threads, _Kyle_Peterson. So you know what I'm doing. I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way into another work week.